and welcome to another episode of
Is my order ready?
I Doubt It, where we talk about all types of stuff, mostly restaurant-related things, although sometimes we go off the rails and talk about whatever we want. This is the host. It's not me, it's her, and her name is...
It's the both of us. At this point, it's the both of us. So I don't know why he keeps saying that, but my name is Elisa.
It was her idea. My name is Richie Bizzle, or that man in the closet, whatever.
A freaking weirdo.
Yeah.
My gosh, how you guys been? I feel like since we haven't worked at restaurants anymore, I feel like we really don't have much to say anymore.
Not about restaurants, but we always have things to say.
Yeah, we're still customers, so that makes us a little bit better, but we're on the other side of the register now, you know? So we're, instead of us being the employees and telling people to fuck off, now we're telling the employees to fuck off. Stop being assholes.
And we know that when they go back in the kitchen, they're like, these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, we know.
But it's okay.
Oh, speaking of, let me tell you what just happened, right?
Oh, what happened?
So, I remember I told you that I went for breakfast with Emmanuel yesterday?
Yes.
So I love this place, and nothing wrong with them or anything like that, but not to put them in their place or anything like that, but the breakfast joint that I go to here in Easton, it's like, me and Emmanuel have this thing that we go to every weekend. We go and we have breakfast, and we just sit there and just, whatever, we, do our thing. Usually there's this like drink called Shake It Off, and it does say it's served ice. So I said, out of, just be like, oh, hey, do you guys serve it hot? Because, Hispanic women like their coffee hot, whether it's 100 degrees outside or not, So I'm like, do you guys serve it hot? And she said, yeah, we can do that for you, right? So they've done it for me for the past like 2 or 3 times. Somehow yesterday, for some reason, I go out to the lady and I was like, oh yeah, let me get the Shake It Off drink. She goes, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And I was like, can I get that hot? She goes, yeah, sure. So we're waiting. I get my drink and it's ice. And mind you, it looked delicious. It looked super, super good because it had like cinnamon. Oh, it just looked delicious. But I was like, oh, is there any chance that I can get this hot? And she goes, well, we normally serve it cold or iced. And I was like, oh, okay, then that's fine. I guess I can just try it. I can try it like this. That's no problem. She goes, no, it's okay. She grabs it and she goes, I'll take it and I'll get you a hot one. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I asked for it the first time like that in my head, And then we were like the first ones there, like 7 a.m. 7. It was in between the hour. It was in between that hour, 7 and 8.
Yeah.
And there was literally like one table and us. And you can hear her. The place is really tiny, very, very small. And all of a sudden you hear, she didn't say that. She didn't say she wanted it hot. She didn't say that. And I was just like, really? I know I did. I know for a fact that I said, can I please have that hot? Because I like my drinks hot. I don't like them iced. Like, if anything I like ice, it's just frozen frappuccinos, maybe a Charlie from Dunkin's, and that's it. Other than that, I anything else is just like, I can't. But it just made me feel a certain way. Like, damn it, really? Like, I'm not that type of customer that's going to be complaining about whether, oh, I asked for it hot or I asked for it cold. No, it's just, can I just have it hot? Like,
and you were ready to try it iced.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, let me take this.
And and she still had the audacity to be like, oh, she didn't ask for it, or she didn't say she wanted it cold or hot.
In her defense, maybe you didn't because you are used to having it hot, because they usually do that for you when you ask. Mm-hmm. Maybe this time you did forget to ask. But at the same time...
No, I did not forget to ask.
Whether or not you did, I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying maybe you did, because people forget things. But either way, even if you didn't ask, you still got it iced, and you were like, okay, that's fine, I'll try it. And then she grabbed it and was like, no, let me make it for you hot. And you go, okay. And then you hear her complaining like you made her do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, that's what it seemed like. Like, I made her do something that she didn't want to do. Like, they didn't have any customers. You literally had one table and me. Well, like, is there beef between you and the bartender that you're just like, or the barista? to the point where she was like, "Ugh, why
Or-
do you keep fucking up the drinks?"
Or you're
And you were
afraid of
blaming,
her. Yeah.
or yeah, you were afraid of the person who's making the drink for you as a server, and oh, it wasn't me. It was a customer. It's like, are you sure it was me? Because I have a feeling that it definitely was you, and you fuck up a lot, and that's why the bartender or the barista was like, "What the fuck?"
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I was willing to try it. I was willing to try it cold. I didn't mind, but because it looked fucking delicious. And if anything, the drink it was like a jar. Remember that jar I was telling you about?
Mason
It
jar.
was like a big mason jar, and it looked really good. And it was like a $9 drink. And then if I ordered it hot, it was like a little 6-ounce cup. So it's like,
Because
come
I
on.
didn't put ice in it.
Right, exactly.
So it's like when you
That's a good point.
when you go to the bar and you go, oh, can I have, you order like a specialty drink or whatever it is. You're like, oh, can I have a White Russian? No ice. And then you get it, and then you see the normal cup that you get, but it's like this in there, and you're like, excuse me, why is my drink so small? And they're like,
Yeah.
because you got no ice.
Mm.
We measure the ingredients that go into it, and
Yeah.
if you get no ice, it's going to be little.
We all know Starbucks does that.
Yeah, everybody does that. Dunkin' Donuts does it. It's funny,
Dunkin'
like
Donuts does not do that. If you ask Dunkin' Donuts for no ice, they would definitely fill it up all
no,
the way.
no, you're absolutely right, because I always get a cold brew black with no ice, and they give me the full.
Yeah, they fill it up for you.
Yeah, they do,
And
and that's why I get no ice, because it's cold brew anyway, so it's already not hot. Sometimes it's a little warm, and that's fine,
Yeah,
but
because
sometimes it's still like cold, and it's bomb.
excuse
I love
me, I think Starbucks definitely has gone way too far with them charging extra things for no fucking reason. I've noticed for the past few days, like winter's the only time, as me as a poor person, winter's the only time that I now drink Starbucks. Because they have my caramel brulee and they have the almond sugar cookie latte now or something like that, or oat milk sugar cookie, something like that.
thousands of calories.
But anyways, it's like the best drink ever. So like it's the only reason why I go to Starbucks nowadays, just to get those drinks. But after this is over, you ain't gonna see my face in Starbucks anymore, except for Emmanuel. Maybe once in a while, because Emmanuel does like their chocolate milk and the croissants. He likes it, but every time, because this sugar cookie almond or oat milk latte is made for me, I have to order whipped cream. And the only reason why is because it's made with oat milk. So usually skim milk or oat milk or soy milk or anything like that, you can't, they don't expect that you want whipped cream,
right.
because of the cream. So I always specify, like, please put some whipped cream on it. I really want the whipped cream. And I noticed that they charge 50 cents. 50 fucking cents so they can go. And sometimes they don't even shake it good enough
Yeah.
for you to be like, did you put whipped cream in this? Or it's already melted by the time you start eating it or drinking it. I eat my whipped cream right before. Once I get my coffee, I open it and I go with the whipped cream and everything. And then I let it sit there for a little while, shake it and move it around. That was fucking scary.
Yeah, that's our
The
ice machine. So I noticed too that when I get that drink from Dunkin' Donuts, the cold brew black no ice, I always get it with what they call cold foam, right? And it's literally whipped cream, or it's this other type of whipped cream. What was
It's
it?
like,
We bought it once in the can.
yeah, I know. It's like whipped cream, not shaken.
It comes in a black can. Anyway,
It's like the last part of the whipped cream bottle where you shake it so hard and it still comes out shitty.
I noticed
Flat.
because I've gotten it without that before, and the drink is cheaper, like kind of significantly cheaper if I can remember. And it's like, you really charged me for just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I understand like 5 cents, 10 cents.
Well, we gotta pay the kids.
It's almost like a dollar.
They
I
gotta
think
pay the
I think
kids
it's like
something.
80 cents or something.
It's
It's
animal.
ridiculous.
And you gotta be fair with the animals nowadays. You gotta pay for the cream.
Yeah.
That's
Each time you squeeze the teat down, it's
50 cents.
Yeah.
But anyways, my point to that was that sometimes I don't even get my whipped cream. And they still charge me for it.
And then you go, what is this? Is my order ready?
No, I wait in the window. I don't care anymore. I wait at the window. I open my coffee, make sure there's whipped cream on it. And the girls don't like it. And the girls in the drive-thru, they fucking hate me when I do that because they literally like the door closed, the window closes while I'm sitting there and I'm just like opening it, make sure there's whipped cream on it. And like because they know like from experience at a drive-thru, like if you want to get rid of that person as fast as you can, you just shut the door fast. No conversation. Here's your food. Here's your drink. Bye. Shut that window fast. Right. That's what we all do. We don't care. Move on. And then if they're still there and they're just like knocking on the window, and you're just like, yes, can I help you? And they're, oh well, I'm missing my whipped cream on my drink. Can you just put whipped cream? And they're just like, yeah, well, we put it on. And I'm like, well, then they're gonna be like, oh well, it melted, you know. Well, that's not my fucking problem. Guy made the guy in front of me 15 minutes his drink, and my drink was waiting and ready to go while he had like 7 fucking drinks already, you know.
Right. And just put more on it either way. Don't be like,
complicated.
oh well, it melted. Just be like, and well, I don't see whipped cream. I ordered it with whipped cream. Like if that when I used to do takeout, if that ever happened, something like that. I mean, we didn't really give drinks like that, but if somebody was like, "Oh, you didn't put any bacon on my loaded mashed potatoes," even if I saw bacon, maybe I might be like, "Well, it's right there." But more than likely, I would have just taken it back into the kitchen, been like, "Hey, can I have some bacon bits?"
Yeah.
They would have given it to me. I would have been, boom, that's it.
But I guess that's just the type of great workers that we used to be, baby. Because
I guess so.
You do it for the customer. You don't do it because don't be an asshole. Just don't be an asshole at work.
Although,
you know?
speaking of the loaded mashed potatoes, can't believe I'm going to say this because it happened a long time ago. I'm embarrassed about it now, but back then I was justified, I thought. So I had an ex-girlfriend who loved the loaded mashed potatoes.
Why are we talking about your ex-girlfriends?
Because it's funny. She loved...
Sorry, I'm getting cold.
Great. Now you look like a redneck. She loved the loaded mashed potatoes. Take it easy, Kurt Cobain. She loved the loaded mashed potatoes.
Sorry.
And I worked takeout. She knew I worked takeout, and she would still come there with her new boyfriend all the time. This girl broke my heart. It's not like it was like, oh, whatever. No, she destroyed me, right?
Tear.
So, yeah. So then she would come, and I knew she loved the loaded mashed potatoes, and I knew her boyfriend's name because he used to be a friend of mine, and he didn't do anything wrong with that whole situation. He didn't even know that she was my ex, but whatever. Beside the point. Anyway, I knew she loved the loaded mashed potatoes, and he would call in the order, and I knew his name, and I knew it was him picking it up, and there'd be loaded mashed potatoes, and I knew they were for her. So I think I only did it one time, but I scooped like all the bacon bits and cheese. Like I left like barely any. Just so that they couldn't call or come back and be like, these aren't loaded. There's nothing on it. So I left a little bit, but I took most of it off. I was like, fuck that bitch.
What a horrible customer service. Horrible.
She was a cuntstomer.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I got a cough.
She was. I bear her no ill will.
Hold on. We gotta pause 2 seconds. I gotta cough. Okay, and we're back.
That was smart of you to mute it.
I know.
But yeah. I have no problem with her now. I don't know her. I haven't talked to her in fucking long time. But if she ever sees this, I don't hate you anymore.
We don't hate you anymore.
Yeah.
It's okay. I understand.
She never met you and never will. No. God willing.
That I know of. Well, I don't want to get too personal. Never mind. I'm not even going to go there. What was I going to say? So anyways, we've had a rough 2023 when it comes to customers. And I think a lot of what is my order ready really about is just these crazy ass customers from an employee's point of view. And even as a customer now, I'm no longer obviously a restaurant employee, But with all the experience that I have, I really feel like these customers are getting insanely out of control, dude. Like I understand some people are very upset and very angry of what, maybe there's something going on with you in your life and you want to let it out on these employees. And like, for example, a great example actually is recently, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a lady. I think I'm going to have to figure out how to put these videos up while we're talking about it. Maybe pause a little bit and
Oh yeah,
just
we can
put
do
it
that.
up. And
Yeah, we just gotta
I think
figure it out.
eventually I'll do that for you guys. But like I said, I haven't had time because we work our asses off. So we'll figure this out eventually. But recently, this lady at Chipotle, she was
You mean
very
Chipotle?
Chipotle's my life. She apparently her burrito bowl look like shit. I know you probably have seen this. There's a chance I probably posted it on the Facebook app or on the TikTok. I have TikTok. We have our own Is My Order Ready TikTok. I've actually reposted a bunch of videos and I hope you guys have seen them. But the lady out of control. She goes out to the manager or employee and says, "This looks like shit, but like this is crappy." So she gets so upset with her and she grabs it and she just throws it at her.
Oh my
She throws
god.
the whole bowl at her. And I think I heard somewhere that the bowl was literally still hot. So
Well,
anyways,
yeah.
the bowl was thrown at the lady, the poor lady's face. Turns out that this bitch ended up going to like court for it.
Yeah.
It was really bad. She went to court and they had it on video while she was in court. And if you guys watch it, you can see and hear how like she really wanted to tell the judge, like, if you were there and you would have saw my food, you probably would have done the same thing.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I think I saw that part.
Yes. And I was like, yo, this bitch is about to go to jail if she talks like that to that judge, for real, because you can't talk to judge like that. You can't be like, well, did you see my food? Because if you would have saw my food, you would have totally done the same thing.
Oh yeah, I would have thrown it at somebody's face. I don't understand how people feel so entitled. Like, you see the people at the drive-through window and, whatever, they're bitching. They never show what the actual problem is. It's always like, because it's just an employee who grabs their phone real quick and is recording it.
Mm-hmm.
But these people are just standing at the drive-through window.
You people.
Right. Giving the employee shit. And then they start like, they'll throw shit or they'll like, go halfway into the fucking thing and mess everything up or steal shit. It's like, dude. And these are adults.
Yep.
I understand if you're a teenager. I was a teenager. I was an asshole. I never did shit like that, but I potentially could have. These are grown fucking people who should be paying bills. I don't know if they do. If you're acting like that, you probably fucking don't pay anything.
I don't know.
But I don't know, man.
These people just need to like just take a step back and just it's so easy to get your money back. It's so easy to get store credit. It's so easy to get free food. But you decide to go ahead and just grab the food and throw it at her face and throw it at the employee and tell them to fuck off. And you think you're fucking hot shit because you do something like that. You're not. You're a fool. You're a fool.
You're a stupid asshole. And like, also, where's the empathy? Like, nobody has empathy to be like, well, if I was in their position, I wouldn't want to be yelled at by a customer. And if somebody did yell at me, and this is their mentality too. Well, if I was working there and somebody treated me like that, I'd be up in their face and I'd be like, what the fuck you talking about? And blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, so if you would have that reaction to somebody like you treating you like shit, if you were the employee, then doesn't that mean you shouldn't treat that employee like shit? Yeah, it's math. It's math.
I don't know. I think I know sometimes I feel like I sound like the asshole sometimes when I tell you guys stories about my experience with other employees, but there are some really asshole employees too out there. Like, it's not that difficult.
Oh, there is, yeah.
It's not that difficult for you to just be like, you know what? I don't want to deal with you right now. Let me go grab my manager. And if you're a manager and you can't deal with shit like that, then you can't be a manager. And I'm gonna get my sister on here one day, and I'm gonna talk to her, and I'm gonna tell you guys that if you guys are ever around my sister's store, good luck. I'm not saying that in a way that she's gonna shut you up, but I'm saying that in a way that her face will shut you up.
Mm.
Her face will be like, I can't even do it, because she would just be like, I ain't got time for this shit.
I love the ones where you'll see, and like you've seen it as like a planned thing, like people acting or whatever, but I've seen real life videos, at least they look real, of there will be a customer bitching at the employee, and the employee is just not giving them the time of day. They're like, well, that's not my fault, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
whatever, this that. And then they'll be like, I want to speak to your manager. I want to see the manager. And they'll be like, okay, hold on a second. And they'll duck behind the counter, and then they'll pop up and be like, hi, I'm the manager. What can I do for you?
I like the ones that turn around, like, hi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, I'm the manager. What can I do for you?
Yeah, those are hilarious.
But speaking of managers and my sister, we all know that she works at the bread, Panera Bread. And the other thing that I really wanted to talk to you guys about is this Panera Bread is getting sued.
Oh yeah.
Panera Bread's getting sued twice from the same situation, from the same I guess you can call it a wrongful death. And we're not trying to make fun of anybody who passed away. We're no disrespect to them, but as people, we obviously like to talk about these things because people hype up Panera Bread so much. Panera Bread hypes up their drinks. They hype up their salads and their breads. It's not like I don't. Thank goodness, I don't talk to anybody or see anybody that actually is like, oh my god, I love Panera Bread. While I was working there, I did hear a lot of people say stuff like that.
Me too.
But now that I'm out of there, thank freaking goodness. Sorry
Yes,
about that.
thank you. Jeez.
Thank goodness I'm not there anymore. I really don't hear a lot of talk of, oh my god, Panera Bread has this. Oh my god, Panera Bread has that. Thank goodness, because it's horrible. It is horrible freaking food. Like somebody said on the other time, on a freaking Facebook status. Sorry, the tequila's getting to me. Panera Bread food is just high like class from like hospital food. It's like hospital
Well,
food.
it is, and it's funny because before I worked there, I was like, wow, like look at like I remember again an ex-girlfriend brought me there for the first time, and I was like,
Jeez, how many ex-girlfriends do you have?
a lot, and that's why I'm so good, baby.
At what? Laundry?
Yeah,
He is really good at laundry. I'm sorry.
actually, all those bitches did my laundry.
Ooh.
No, that's not true. Nobody can fold clothes, and it
Ooh.
pissed, so that's why I always do my own laundry. But
That's a later conversation.
yeah, so she took me to Panera for the first time, and I was like, God damn! I was like, this is fucking high end shit. This is wow! Oh my goodness! Once I started working there, I'm like, oh, it's just like fucking any other gross fucking.
Oh, it's frozen food.
Yeah, it's frozen.
Oh, it's frozen soups.
I'm not saying like they're not sanitary or anything like that.
Oh no, they're clean.
But
We're
yeah,
clean. We're
yeah,
clean. They take,
definitely.
They're very good with audits. They get audited by a bunch of people, so like they make sure that they try to keep up with this shit, which is great.
But it's still nothing special, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
The way they present it makes it seem special. You're like, wow, this is gourmet. It's not.
Just like they presented the drinks. The drinks, like when they came out with all these fancy ass drinks, and they were like, you know what? We're going to put our drinks outside for the customers to just have as much as they want, including coffee, including their iced teas, including their soda. We're all going to throw it out there so the customers can come back to us. Yes.
Yep.
So the customers just keep coming back to us because you know what? We're not going to charge you for a refill. We're not going to, you can go ahead and pay, like I told you guys before in the previous episodes where the tablets, it's like, oh, I'm going to pay for a small drink, but the large cup is right there, and you can just go ahead and grab the large cup, and nobody would even fucking care. Nobody would know. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, Panera Bread wants to be all like, oh my God, we're so much better than anybody because like we're pretty much giving people whatever they want, you know? But these drinks, I don't know. These drinks, when I was leaving, when I was leaving the bread, that's when they all started coming out with all these fancy drinks.
Yep.
And it was a nightmare for employees because like we had to make like 7 different drinks or like what is it, 6 or 4? I can't even remember.
I think it was only 3 or new ones.
Well, anyways, it was a bunch of drinks that came out and we had to make them over and over and over. And it was crazy. It was they were selling. But unfortunately, like it says here, Panera Bread faces second wrongful death lawsuit over caffeinated charged lemonade. So I was reading this a few weeks ago, and apparently it said that Panera Bread didn't didn't tell anybody how much caffeine it has. It didn't tell anybody that it pretty much
That
was
doesn't seem right because on the fountain itself, it has a little sign hanging that will tell you the calories, the sugar,
yeah.
So I
Excuse me.
I think that's bullshit unless it was a Panera who didn't put that on.
Listen
But
to
around
this.
here, they give you all that information right on the fountain. So,
So
like, when you go to get your drink, you can read it.
it does, but it's in small writing. It's like tiny little things that you literally have to ask for the nutritional book to be like, oh shit, I can't have that. And I think it like listen to this. It says, according to time.com, it says charged lemonade, which has more caffeine in its large size than a 12-ounce Red Bull and a 16-ounce Monster energy drink combined.
Whoa, that's heavy. That's a lot. Yeah,
Yep.
that's a lot.
Has been the center of a legal scrutiny for the last few months. Following the first wrongful death lawsuit in which a 21-year-old woman died after consuming the drink, filed in October, Panera claimed to have enhanced our existing caffeine disclosure on its platforms and in restaurants. Now, I think also what I read before is that the girl that passed away, the first one, she had something. She already had something in her, obviously.
She had a health issue.
She had a health issue when it comes to.
I was gonna say, you're 21 and you die from that. Jeez, how many did she drink? But yeah, she had a pre-existing health issue. Then it makes sense.
Yeah, I forgot what it was called. I had it in here. I don't know if I feel so bad though. Like
That's horrible. It really is.
So
It really
bad.
is. But at the same time, like, it's called charged lemonade.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is that what it says?
It's called charged. Yes.
Is that what it says on the sign?
Yes. Yes.
I haven't seen
it says
it.
charged
I have not
lemonade.
seen it.
Yes.
I never saw it that way.
I'll say charged, whatever. I don't remember the flavors, but like charged raspberry lemonade, charged blackberry lemonade.
Well, it says here that she had. Let's see.
It doesn't just say lemonade, and it has a ton of caffeine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's called charged lemonade.
I don't know.
That's like back in the day. I don't know if anybody watching remembers Jolt. Jolt was a soda, and it had, like, I don't know. It had a lot of caffeine. I don't really know how much it was, but on the label, it would show 2 little cups of coffee. So, to my imagination, when I was a kid, when I used to drink it, this 20-ounce soda has as much caffeine as 2 cups of coffee. And I remember they banned it from school when I was a kid. You couldn't bring in a Jolt. And I used to drink it all the time. And when I was a kid, at some point, I started fainting a lot. Now, it had nothing to do with that. But my mother thought it did,
As a mom,
because I wasn't drinking it when I started fainting, But she was just like, oh, it's that Jolt. It's that Jolt that you drink. Till this day, nobody knows why I used to faint. It used to happen.
You guys,
a lot, but
I think you guys definitely need to read this. Like it really tells you specifically like the shit that Panera Bread should have done, and it definitely needs to tell you like Because Panera Bread is like, oh my god, we're so great because we don't use sugar, we use cane sugar. We don't use
Which is sugar.
water, we use spring water. You know, like like they try to like do shit like that with you.
This
And
isn't
then
a bun, it's
no,
ciabatta.
yeah, it's a ciabatta.
A
Yeah,
ciabatta.
it's not white bread, it's sourdough.
No.
You know, it's like I don't
Well, I
know.
mean, all that stuff is true though.
Mm.
It's not white bread, it is sourdough. There's a
Oh, gee,
difference.
thanks for fucking up my jokes.
I was the baker, so you just attacked my
Oh, that's right.
ex profession.
That's right. He baked the frozen goods. That's right.
Yeah.
Mm. Anybody
Actually,
can do that
the dough came in fresh for the bread.
because it was already thawed at the building wherever the fuck it was coming from.
No, fresh, never frozen.
Well,
Fresh, never frozen.
listen.
But you can still have a shitty baker,
This
which
is,
I was some of the time.
and
And you could get bad.
I'm not the type of person that's like, oh my god, don't trust anything you eat out there. I'm not. I'm not. But if you definitely have some kind of something health wise,
condition.
like don't trust anybody out there. Just don't. I have a fish allergy, and I know not a fish. I have
Shrimp.
a shrimp allergy for some reason. Just shrimp, like. But for some reason, I feel like it's not like I go to a Thai restaurant, and they have tom yum soup, and they make that soup with
Fish.
clam juice or whatever the fuck.
Oh,
it's
is
called.
it clam juice?
I have no idea. Some kind of something.
Some seafood.
And I tell them, and they tell me because I never tell them that I'm allergic to it because I've always eaten it and it hasn't gotten to me. And then Rich, of course, is the one that brings it up and says, yes, she has a shrimp allergy. And I'm just like, you don't have to tell them. But yes, you do. You really have to fucking tell people that you have some sort of allergy no matter what, because just like Panera Bread, if you're a nut allergy, we cook the table that you're at, the cookies at your table were just at, even though they're chocolate chip cookie and they have no nuts in it, there's a chance that right before that we were just making pecan braids. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like, yes, we sanitize, yes, we clean, but it's not safe.
Not only that, you could if you don't tell them you have an allergy, and then they make something and somehow it got contaminated with shrimp and you had an allergic reaction.
Yes.
And you know, I'm not for suing people. I think suing people is stupid unless it's like really something important. But then you go to sue them and be like, well, I went to this restaurant and I have a shrimp allergy and what I ordered didn't have anything to do with shrimp and they gave it to me and I had an allergic reaction. The judge is going to be like, well, you're an idiot for not telling them you had a shrimp allergy.
True. Yes.
They would have been more careful with your food, but since you didn't say that, you're not entitled to any compensation whatsoever.
That is true.
So you have to say, I have an allergy. I have a shrimp allergy. Or whatever it is, you know?
Because there's a chance it might just turn around on you.
I'm allergic to penicillin. Don't give me moldy bread.
Oh
I'm
my
just kidding.
The fuck?
Well, people will understand that. You just don't know that penicillin comes from mold.
I'm sorry, I don't. Maybe I'm allergic to mold then because I took penicillin and I was like, oh, my belly hurts, remember?
Well, everybody's allergic to mold, but it's not even an allergy. Mold is just bad, but penicillin is made from mold, just so you know.
Well, let me finish that off with the Panera Bread situation. It said, in quotes, it said, I think everyone thinks lemonade is safe. And really, this isn't lemonade at all.
It's charged lemonade.
It's an energy drink that has lemon flavor. It should have an adequate warning. Did I say that right? Adequate?
Yeah. Adequate.
Adequate warning. Okay? That's it. It should. It should.
Now, Google what it's called.
The what? The lemonade?
Yeah.
Now it's probably going to be changed because it's been 2 months later. Panera Bread. Lemonade. Oh, see? Highly caffeinated charged lemonade. Now I'll blame
charged lemonade. See, that's what it's called.
No, because it wasn't like that.
No, that's what it. Look at it. Charged lemonade. That's what it's called. Look at the sign.
Wait a second. Strawberry lemon mint. I don't know.
Oh, that
I gotta
one
ask my sister.
bomb.
I gotta ask my sister.
That one is delicious. The strawberry lemon mint. I forgot about that. That's really good.
Oh, look at, see? Charged sips. Now they put charged sips.
Babe, I'm telling you, since
I
they
never
introduced the
knew that.
product on the sign, you saw the little sign that hangs in front of
Yes, I
it?
know, honey. I know.
It says charged lemonade, charged mint, whatever.
Well,
You
Panera
know?
Bread, you have someone on your side over here.
It says charged. Are you gonna get like anything, a juice that says charged?
Okay, but I think what they meant is like, I think they're asking for you to be like supercharged. Like it's really charged with high caffeine. This is how much caffeine it has in it. But it says this.
Yes, that's why it's called.
It says naturally flavored and plant based, contains caffeine.
Okay.
And then now it says blood orange charged splash, zero sugar.
Baby, it always said charged.
I swear to you, I feel like it never did.
It always has. Since they came out with that product, it's always said charged.
I don't know. I don't agree
What
with
do you think charged means? If you get, okay, there's pomegranate juice, and you're used to that, and you go, oh, could I have a pomegranate juice? But if it says charged pomegranate juice, wouldn't you be like, what does that mean? And they'd be like, well, it's pomegranate juice with caffeine. And then you'd be like, oh, okay, I can't have that. It's not like you walked up and the sign said lemonade and you said, oh, I'd like a lemonade. And they were like, oh, well, there's cocaine in this. You know what I mean? Like, of course, then you'd be like, well, I'm going to sue you because you put something in my body that's not safe and you did not advertise that it would. No, thank you. And you did not advertise it. But it says fucking charged. Ask questions, people. That's all I'm saying. Ask questions. If you're not sure of something, ask questions.
Yes.
If you order a steak and it says baby butt steak, maybe you should ask, is there actually baby butt in this steak?
Will I get pink eye if I eat this?
Right. Or is it just called baby butt steak because it's really smooth? You know? What the fuck?
I don't know, but listen, you guys, just be careful what's out there. Nowadays, I feel like everybody's like, oh my God, we're vegan, we're plant-based, we're this, and we're better than that, and we're better than this. So it's like, at the end of the day, you still want to eat McDonald's. You still want to eat McDonald's. It's getting fucking expensive
I'm
out there,
vegan,
guys.
so I'm gonna have the veggie burger. Did I mention I'm vegan? Can I get that with the vegan fries?
Right.
And could you not put any pork on that because I'm vegan? And can I have the vegan lemonade? Make sure that it's charged,
Listen,
but with no meat in it because I'm vegan.
Just keep in mind, I used to work at a restaurant, right, a breakfast joint, and one of the chefs came up to me one day and I was like, is this stuff really good for you, those vegan burgers or whatever they're called? And he goes, no, absolutely not. They're made. They're not like meat.
They're made.
They're made by people. They're like,
whoa,
made.
food?
Like they're
Food
not,
was made by people.
Like instead of you eating real meat by being cut by people from animals, you're like, your vegan burgers are actually made by like a computer or some shit like that. Which
is that what he was saying?
I don't know, some shit. I'm just saying that's what he was trying to say. He was trying to say that no, your vegan burgers are made out of this, and that.
Well, I'm sure there's a ton of
processed
yes,
food.
there's a ton of additives.
Yep.
Did you see? Probably not. There's a certain place in Africa. I don't remember where it is. They make mosquito burgers. Now, obviously, if you're in a really destitute area and there's not a lot of food available, you're going to do what you can. For instance, some people in Central South America, actually, I think it was the Mohicans, they used to have they used to gather a ton of these flies that would fly over the lake, Titicaca, which is a hilarious name for a lake.
What did you call me?
And they would gather all these flies and they would make a paste out of it and they would eat that because if you don't have any food, you don't have any food. But this place in Africa, they make mosquito burgers. They take these bowls or nets or whatever it is, and there's so many mosquitoes, and they just collect them and they make
Is that like
they
wait?
make burger patties out of it and they eat it.
Not to make fun of them, but it's just that just reminded me of Shrek when like Shrek grabs the spider web and he's running around and catches a bunch of flies and then he wraps it all like a cotton
Cotton
candy
candy,
and they
yeah,
start
yeah.
eating it.
But but I was thinking about that. Now, I don't mind that they're eating mosquitoes because I would if I had to, right? I'm not judging them at all. Like, go ahead. I don't think you're disgusting people. But I was thinking about it the other day and I'm like, well, you ever have a mosquito on you and it's been on you for a while and you didn't notice? And then you smack it and there's blood on your arm?
Yeah, that's your blood.
Yes. But if you're catching thousands of mosquitoes,
That's other
you're
people's
eating the
blood.
blood of everybody around you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Isn't
Yeah.
that?
It's gross.
Yeah. But I'd eat it if I had to, so I can't get mad. It beats fucking chewing on a root.
What's wrong with chewing on a root?
Well, nothing, but you're not going
Did
to
you
get
just?
full.
I feel offended because I used to chew on candy cane,
Sugar cane.
sugar canes all the time, and those
That's
are
not a
roots.
root. That's a
Yes, it is.
stalk. No, it's
Doesn't
not. It's a
matter.
stalk.
But it starts off as a root.
Well, I eat potatoes.
And
That's a root vegetable.
holy man.
I'm saying chewing on a root isn't going to make you full. That was the point.
Mm.
Nothing's wrong with eating roots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying chewing on a root isn't going to make you full.
How the hell did we go from talking about Panera Bread and mosquitoes in a net?
Because I thought about mosquito burger. No, because you were talking about the fake
Vegan
meat.
burgers.
Yeah.
Yes. You're absolutely right. I did. Sorry about that.
So the thing with the vegan burgers is they probably have a lot of additives, and that's what he was trying to say.
Yes.
But you can have an organic mosquito burger.
No matter. Oh, but they're saving the world. They're saving the planet by not eating.
Do you know how many cows fart? So I'm going to do my part by not eating the cows. Well, if the cows fart, and that's the problem, shouldn't you eat the cows so they stop farting? One last cow farting, because you ate them.
Yeah, like I posted last time, yeah. What was that thing I posted about you? You're all gonna die anyways.
I don't remember.
Of course you don't. He never fucking remembers anything.
Why would I remember shit from TikTok? I've never been on TikTok. I've never seen TikTok. I've never ate a Tic Tac.
First of all, it's not even a Tic Tac. It's a freaking Facebook post.
Oh, well, I'm barely on there either.
Anyways. Well, hopefully Panera Bread gets their shit together because...
They have their shit together. Again, if you have a pre-existing condition,
yeah, I guess,
don't consume something that you don't know what is in it. I'm not blaming the people who died.
I know,
okay?
I know.
Because obviously you go to a place, you think everything's going to be all good.
No, I know.
But seriously, if you do have a condition, check.
It's just hard. I think it's just really difficult for you to be that person, to be like, I can't eat there because of this. Oh, I can't eat there. Like, all your friends want to go on Panera Bread. Let's go to Panera Bread after school. I can't. I'm allergic to bread. Oh, well then don't come. That's kind of rough because you want to be around your friends and you want to hang out.
Well, what do you think alcoholics deal with when they get sober?
That's a great point.
Oh, do you want to go out with us? Well, I'd really rather not because there's going to be alcohol there. I'm going to be tempted to drink. And then they're like, okay, well then don't come. And then they stop coming around you because kind of a bummer, to be honest. But that's why you make new friends who don't
He's an
drink.
alcoholic.
No, but that's why you make new friends who don't drink. But actually, a friend of mine got sober, like, I think last year or the year before. And he mentioned it, and he goes, listen, if you get sober and then you don't go out because you're like, oh, I'm going to be tempted to drink. It's like, okay, yes, the world has alcohol everywhere. That doesn't mean you just need to, like, stay away. How about you be strong and just don't touch it even though it's available to you? And I was like, that's actually a good point. That is a good point, because what are you going to do? You're going to see a beer and go like, oh, wow, I can't. You're going to live the rest of your life like that? No, you got to be strong and be like, hey, I'm just not good. You'll go ahead. You have fun. I'm good. I'm good. But I can still hang out with you guys. You know. I don't know.
No, not me. I tried
Not me
already.
either.
I've been
I'm
sober
not saying
for
I can do it.
I've been sober for like 365 days, on and off.
Yeah,
It's
it's a good one.
But I'm trying. You know, I'm not like some people. You know what I'm saying?
She acts like I get wasted every day. I don't.
I don't need to act.
I have.
I have proof.
Show me.
If I could take this camera and put it in the recycling and put it in the side of his car, you'll consider.
It doesn't mean I get wasted every day. That's what I said. She
I
acts
think
like I get wasted every day. You said I have proof. I don't get wasted every day.
You know what?
I might have a beer every day, but I
We're-
don't get wasted every
We're
day.
getting too personal now.
And yes, it's high alcohol content, but it's still a beer.
Stop it. You're shaking the TV of the camera. Listen, I am so excited. It is December 31st and it's 9:36 p.m. At night. So we decided to do this last podcast of 2023. I know it's been a while since we've done one, but
We've probably only done one this whole year.
I think we probably did. But either way, like, we're still trying to do it. We're still trying to let you guys know all of our information that we found out. Truth, bullshit, anything. We want you guys to know about it. So I know we've said a bunch of things at the beginning of this podcast that we're going to do this or we're going to do that. We're working on it. You know, it just takes time. We're not those people that this is our life. We want this to be our life. We want to talk about restaurant life forever, you know, but some of us have 18 babies to take care of. Also, by the way, if you guys need anybody to watch your baby, I am so down. I don't charge a lot. I'm CPR certified.
Yeah, they're gonna hit you up. She's sitting here drinking the margarita, going, "If you need a babysitter, I'm your girl."
Got chips. Okay, I got protections. I have the door thingies. What are they called?
Protections.
The door thingies where the kids don't go down the stairs and stuff. What is that called?
Baby gate.
Baby gates. I got baby gates. I got high chairs. I got booster seats. You name them. I got it all.
Did you use protection? Of course, I had my 9mm automatic. Can I just bring up one last thing before we go?
Bring it.
The pizza critic fucking guy.
That's for another episode.
Real quick.
We
don't have to talk about it long.
I didn't want to bring him up today because I know we won't gonna stop. But we can do another episode after this for sure.
Well, he, as the Brits would say, is a cunt.
Bloody hell.
Bloody fucking hell.
Well, let's just say we just watched some previous, like, some old school videos of him, like, rating.
Douchebagging it up.
Yeah. Anyways.
That's what he was doing.
Anyhow.
You
guys, thank you so much for listening to us. And thank you so much for joining us on our last episode of 2023. We really appreciate it. Cheers to 2024. And I wish you guys love, health, happiness, money. God can't give you money, so I wish you all the best with money and wealth. Is that the word?
Wealth, yes. But more than wealth, I, at least, wish you happiness and truth. Know truth, hear truth, speak truth as much as you can. We don't all do it. God knows I don't, but I wish I could. And maybe you can. So
happy 2024.
Yes. And always remember. Go ahead.
No, I'm done. I'm waiting for you to be done. Go.
Okay. He who goes to sleep with itchy butt wakes up with smelly finger. Happy New Year.
New Year. Cheers. Bye, guys.